I think something's still in here for one of the other times, but here's my taillight. Mazda 3 sedan light going in the ZEP. Vlogmas continues. I am going to slice this open. I had opened one of these things a long time ago. I was gonna do some stuff, then I was gonna sell the car. I don't really know what happened. Anyway, I have one of these things that's completely blacked out and then 3 other ones that are completely not modified and they leak. So I'm just gonna chop these things open because I got a bunch of GTR side markers to do and I figure might as well make some progress on the Mazda. This is kind of just my general advice for anybody that wants to do anything custom with their lights. Everybody always says that they want to do sequential and all these crazy things. Don't. Just take your stock, boring lights, open them up, paint the insides black, put them back together, put in some cool bulbs, and then you can hook up something like this where I've got a FlyRyde LED reverse light in there. You could hook something up like this that uses the factory wires and then goes to like a strobe controller or something. And now you've got a remote controlled really cool function of your stock lights. There's nothing crazy. It didn't cost you thousands of dollars and no one's ever seen anything like that on any car. Doesn't matter what it is. Every car you could do that on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I can do this with ZEP. I don't even think I need to do anything crazy. I think I can just dunk this straight into the ZEP and I think it should clean everything off. So I was just looking at it like, how am I gonna open this thing and paint it? And I was like, screw it. And that's how I guess. I'm just gonna check this way. And if it does something super dumb and bad, then I'll have to paint it. Something tells me it's gonna work just fine. Except that it's looking very yellow in there. Which is not a good sign. I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna have to open these now because apparently on the other side of that black plastic, oh, you could see it right there, that milkiness. Weird. What is that? It looks like that's the chrome though. Maybe that's just the milkiness of the chrome. I don't know. It was very hard to tell. It'd be dope to just do one long freaking video. I'll start talking right now, just in case I do this. But if this whole video is just me sitting here not editing at all, that would be cool. Everybody always thinks everything's like, you know, you're a magician and you're just doing something crazy and you never get to see how long stuff takes real time. But look at that. Look at the blistering on that chrome. Bonk. Now, truthfully, this is a waste of time to sit and monitor the thing the whole time, so I'll probably be over it after we either prove or disprove that this can be done without opening the lights. But I'm seeing black in there, so that might be fluid. All right, well, my patience has become gone. In you go, buddy. Go. We don't want you anymore. Go back to your home. Go back where you came from. Go, Harry. Go!
5 minutes later.
Let's take a little look-see. Oh, my fingers are gonna be messed up. Wear gloves. Don't be dumb like me. Dude, I think we've got a black light. I think we are good. Yes. All right, but I think that little guy is gonna get sad in there. So instead of leaving him, I'm gonna give him some company. This is gonna look much different because behind that red and behind that amber is now gonna be black. So let's take those bulbs out. Lights in a bucket, lights in a bucket, lights in a bucket, hey, 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 hey. Lights in a bucket, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's take this this one out in the sun. Check it out. Get out, bubble. So getting paint off of something that has a chrome surface, the trick is you can get it really, really hot and then throw it in the ZEP after that, in the dip. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna let that thing get really hot and hopefully I can just throw it in the bucket and I'll be good to go. But I don't know. Not sure what the heck I'm doing right now. But let's throw this super hot boy in here and see if anything happens. Wow. Let's take a look at how this guy looks. Looks like we still got some chrome on that part. I'm gonna let that show. Look at that. I don't know how the taillights are actually gonna come out, but I am excited. Ooh, I just sat on one of them. Yeah, so here's a good example. There's like little issues that you can see. I don't even wanna touch anything because I got this gnarly hand. But there's just like little lens discoloration and stuff. And you know, these lights are totally trash anyway. But while I was digging around in here, I found something that I totally forgot. These are from the GTR and they normally have paint on them. But this thing must have been sitting in there for months and months, and I have no idea how long. Now I have a bin full of these little dudes right here, so I'm gonna throw a few of them in there, and I'm gonna check on them over the next couple weeks and just see how they go. But this will look super clean, super good, and I haven't found a process of cleaning them up. So apparently, if I just leave them in here and forget about them, all that little sediment and the black crap that comes off parts, it's like resting on it, but it's pretty freaking cool that these things came out all super clear eventually. It's like a rock tumbler, it just takes a month. So I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm hoping that there's a fourth one in there. I don't even, oh no, I don't think there is. No. Well, I guess the project will be getting the fourth one.
Definitely washing these things is probably the biggest thing that you can do if you want it to come out right. But even then, look at that little section right there where you can see the yellowish look underneath that amber lens. It just obviously didn't get wiped away by the ZEP or by washing it off in the sink. And here's the other one that also has some remnants of it, but the difference is this one I have previously sliced almost all the way open like I had with the other part on that same side. So I went ahead and opened it up the rest of the way. I took off all of the little pieces, and as you can see, all the stuff that was originally chrome is actually clear. So it was interesting to see what the colored lenses looked like if I popped them out, and I even test fit the clear piece just to see, like, hey, maybe it'll randomly look super dope without those inner lenses that are colored and just that clear. I stuck over the top lens and checked it out, and it looked pretty terrible. So I didn't even bother with it. I had to find out, is it even worth opening these things up, or is it better to have a clean set and dip them in the ZEP? All I know is that milky yellow stuff had to go.
So here is the final result of me opening these things up. There's some weird little residual, it's like chrome stuff that would strip off if those things were fully taken apart, like these ones were, and you could tell because that same little section right there is all good to go. But I just dipped these things in a bucket of ZEP, and they basically got internally tinted, kind of like these GTR taillights, all black inside. They're all black inside because they are made out of black plastic. So stick them back on the car and see how they look. I don't think you should ever do this. I think this is kind of a dumb way to do things because you get left with things stuck inside the lights that you can never get out. So it was a good test. I'm glad I did it. Probably you should not do it though. I don't know if people believe me when I tell them, but this thing was totally and nastily infested by spiders. They were so gross. They were everywhere. Look at that. It's like Indiana Jones stuff. That's how it was the whole way so far, working on this car. Over at Vic's, doing all the suspension stuff under the car. Just webs and grossness everywhere. Blech.
Yo, let me know if you hung out this long into the video and if you think I should do my wife's taillights the same way. The one thing that I will do if I do hers is let them dry, take care of them the right way, completely rinse them out, make sure that they look nice. But this was just a simple little test on the Mazda. I had 1 out of 4 taillights painted black, and now they more or less all look the same. So time for some cool bulbs.
Now the big question is, should you even be doing that? And I can say, if you have a one-piece taillight that doesn't have multiple little components inside, maybe. But even if you do, you really gotta wash those things thoroughly. I saw a dude that did them on a truck and they came out amazing. I really do kind of think that they'd be dope on the Kia, but I will say, if you have something like those WRX taillights in the back there, let's take a look and I'll show you why you wouldn't wanna do this on those. First off, we've got an LED board in there. Notice I had nothing inside of my taillights that could get messed up. Now you do have stuff that you could strip inside of these, but the thing is, these have different pieces, different layers to them, right? So I'm gonna cut these things open because I'm gonna try to do something really special for my boys at Throttle and get these things ready for them. So that's gonna come up in a future episode. This was kind of me just screwing around. You saw those lights were already trashed. I got to test something. I found some dope GTR parts that were just hiding in there. I don't know, overall, it was actually a kind of a big success. So I'm happy enough about it. You might be too if you got some old beat up lights and you just wanna make them look a little bit cooler. So stay tuned, I'm gonna do some more cool stuff to those taillights on the Mazda 3, and good luck with your dipping in Zepp. I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't hold me accountable if you screw something up, and share with me on Instagram if you do something cool. All right, see ya.